How many of you are first time attending this? All first time. Invited by your friends. Okay, great. Okay, let me see. Okay, so today we are talking about the emGuarde. So are you heard of EMF before? What is EMF? EM radiation, a bit. Electromagnetic radiation, you know. You know your phone got radiation? Heard of it, but don't know much about it, is it? Okay, so today I'm going to show you what's happening around us. Even right now in this room, there are lots of radiation. But because I turned on this emGuarde, so you are protected. Later I'm going to turn it off and let's see what happened. Okay? So can you help me to switch off the light for the front, please? Okay. Thank you. So let's see. Let's have a short
Your
video clip.
home is your sanctuary, a place of comfort, wellness, and security for your family. Today, we're using more digital and electronic devices. While they bring convenience and enjoyment, these devices also emit electromagnetic waves constantly during use. Invisible to our eyes, these electromagnetic waves affect the environment around us. As a result, we are exposed to these types of waves day in, day out. Introducing emGuarde, a patented technology by emGuarde. When turned on, emGuarde neutralizes the electromagnetic waves within 1 gigahertz, creating a defense zone of 8 meters. emGuarde harmonizes the environment around you, making it safe for you and your loved ones. Simply place it wherever it's needed and plug it into a dedicated USB port, whether you're on the go, at work, or in the comfort of your home. emGuarde is designed to integrate seamlessly in any situation. You can now enjoy the benefits of technology without worrying about any potential risks. Protect your family's health and well-being. Contact your emGuarde distributor today. emGuarde. Change your environment, change your life.
So as the name suggests, emGuarde is guarding you and your loved one from the electromagnetic radiation. Let's take a look on the pollution on Earth right now around us. We know what is water pollution, right? You see the water is not clear, somehow it's not safe for drinking. Air pollution, you can smell it. Noise pollution, you can hear it. But the latest form of pollution is called electromagnetic radiation. None of us can see it. Only some of us can feel it. Can you feel anything when you are touching your phone? Numbness? No, nothing. Okay, so you are not sensitive to it. For somebody like Judy, I have met, she told me about 13 years ago, when she walked into a room, she closed her eyes, she know where is the Wi-Fi router. So sometimes she get agitated when she's on the call, and she even throw away the phone because it's hurting her so much, and then she got so much discomfort. So these are the people who are really very sensitive to EMF. Okay, so let's take a look. What are the sources of EM radiation? Mobile phones. So how many of you have mobile phone? All right, even your boy. Okay, who has more than one mobile phone? You. 2 or 3? iPad. Okay, a lot. Like my case, you see so many things here. Okay, I got my iPad in my bag. I got 2. You don't have phones? Okay, good. Okay, so this is the closest source of EM radiation. Many of us are worried about, hey, what about the 5G tower near me? How about that one and this one? So little that we think of, hey, the mobile phone, we are holding it almost not 24 hours, majority of the day, right? Throughout the whole day, at least more than 12 hours, right? And closest to you, even closer to it than your kids and your spouse. And some of us even sleep with the mobile phones next to us or charging with it. Okay, now Wi-Fi router, and then aircon. Surprise, right? And what's next? This one, multiple cord extension, multiple plugs, microwave oven, laptop, TV, and you see a lot of this in Malaysia, right? So this is called electricity transmission tower or power lines. All these are the sources of EM radiation. And let me ask you, when your phone rings, right, what do you do most of the time? You pick up your phone and then say hello, 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 and then start talking, right? Then after a while, you feel the heat on the left side of your ear, then you, okay, switch to the right side. But do you know that before it's heating up, it's already frying our brain cells? Crazy, right? How many of you drive? The rest, passenger in Grab. Okay, do you know that whether you're the driver or the passenger, as long as you sit in the car, you are absorbing the EM radiation. So how many of you think that only EV has EM radiation? You heard about it, right? EV. Have you seated in EV before? No. So your one is petrol car. Okay. I drive a petrol car. Do you want to know my test? The EMF in the petrol car is slightly higher than EV. Crazy, right? So more than that, they have the dashboard, the wiring, the everything. You know the EMF inside the car can be bouncing like that one. So when you take out a detector, right, like this is a EM radiation detector. The day I was sitting in my car, I was trying to do a video on TikTok for the airport. Okay, the moment I take it out, this one's supposed to point here, centimeter square. So it's supposed to point like that, then you can test. I just hold it up like that, it starts to beep already. So EMF in the car keep bouncing off, they cannot escape one. So what happens when you sit inside? Yeah, okay. So people who are driving sometimes, or in the passengers, they feel fatigue, they feel headache, or sometimes they say motion sickness. They don't know what is it. Okay, these are the people, their body starting to react to all this EM radiation stacking up in their body. Children on mobile phones, we see many of such children around, right? Some of them couldn't even eat without the mobile phones or tablet in front of them. Are you, boy? No, right? Seldom. Oh, you're one of them. Okay. Later we see. Okay, so this is very common. We all know that this can't be avoided. You can't ask your kids not to touch because you also touch your phone, right? Right? So it's very hard one because right now, even in school, e-learning and then group chats from the school, they all need mobile to communicate, right? Even for us, shopping, working, everything is online already, most of them, right? Do you know that your pets or baby at home, they can't be spared off from this EM radiation also? You know why? Because of something like this, Wi-Fi router, the aircon, the slide projector, all these are emitting. Even if they don't use, but you are using it next to them, their body is absorbing, right? And how many of you have your mobile phones charging in your room when you sleep? You don't. Everybody, right? Yeah, me too. You see, both of my hands are raised. Okay. Last time, yeah, more than that. I got my Apple Watch charging also in my room. So last time, I thought I have no sleeping issue one because when I wake up in the middle of the night, I look at the clock, 5 a.m. Then after that, I go back to sleep. Then later, 7 a.m., I wake up again. Then I go back to sleep again. I think I'm okay. Until I have my emGuarde turned on. I bought it about 2 months ago. Okay. Then I sleep throughout the whole night like a baby. I never wake up in the middle of the night. So then from that time onwards, right, I realized that actually my sleep is affected by this EMF. Do you know that EMF can cause us to be tired easily? Because your red blood cells are sticky, caused by the EMF, and then hindering the blood circulation. So many of them, they say, I have no sleeping issue. The moment I look at my phone, after a while, I fall asleep. But the next question is, when you wake up, let's say you sleep for about 7 to 8 hours, supposed to be enough. But when you wake up, do you feel tired or energetic? Most of the time tired, right? So Okay, do a quick check. Next to your bed, any plugs, any lights, in your room, aircon, phone charging. So all these are emitting EMF attacking our body. So when we wake up, we still feel tired. We don't know why. I say, I have enough sleep. Later I have coffee, I'm still tired. These are the symptoms of EMF, just that we didn't realize it. You got no numbness, no fatigue, but this is some kind of tiredness you don't know one. Okay? Some of us even sleep with the mobile phone next to us. Last night, now also. Okay? iPad as a pillow. Okay? Yeah, iPad also quite high one. Okay, look at this. There are research and study talking about autism and ADHD. Somehow there could be relationship to this EMF. So when emGuarde was launched about 2 years plus ago, I didn't know much about EM radiation. So I did a simple Google search. I say, tell me what are the risks of electromagnetic radiation to humans. So this is what they told me: headaches, anxiety, suicide. I say, how come so serious? Depression, nausea, fatigue, and loss of libido. So what is libido? In layman terms, it's called sex drive. So it's affecting not only guys, also ladies. So right now, today, later I ask you, okay, look at this. Children absorb 10 times more microwave radiation more than adults, 5 years old to 10 years old. Boy, how old are you? 9, so you fall in between this range. So your brain is able to absorb more radiation compared to your mommy. Scary, right? We also don't know. It's okay that you don't know, but after you know it today, so what can you do? That is the next question, right? Okay, let me ask you a question. How many of you use your mobile phone more than 17 minutes a day? 17 minutes 当然啦 17 minutes an hour? 17 minutes an hour? Do you spend, let's say every 60 minutes, you spend 17 minutes. Got or not? Easily more than that, right? So that time, 2 years plus ago, then when they asked me, I said, okay, I admit I'm a heavy cell phone user. Every 60 minutes, I use about 40 minutes on phone. Right now, I create content on TikTok, even crazier. I think about 54 minutes an hour. I got to reply messages, I got to create video editing and all this. So am I a heavy cell phone user compared to yours? But look at this. Based on this standard, 17 minutes a day on your device over a 10-year period increases the risk of tumor by 60%. Is that crazy, right? Let me admit those people on Zoom. Okay? So, and then heavier cell phone users have reduced sperm count. So this is applied to guys. Okay? Your ladies laughing away, Okay, so guys like to put their phones in their pocket, right? Nowhere to put, then no hand already, better to put in pocket. So last time, okay, I have a Apple iPhone, I have a Samsung phone. Front pocket is iPhone, back pocket is Samsung. So actually I'm sandwiched, okay? So this is affecting us. Okay, now come to ladies. Where do you put your mobile phone? Handbag. So where is your handbag? Next to you, very close to your vital organs, right? So during lunch or meeting, okay, lunch especially, or during your meals outside, where do you place your handbags? The best is closest to you, right? So your body is directly absorbing, okay? So EMF doesn't affect by your leather of your handbags, or whether it's any kind of material that just travel through one. Okay, so we are literally absorbing it. We don't know. And the day I saw an uncle at a massage parlor, he has his mobile phone here, snoring away. So I don't know whether he's tired or because of the EMF or what. Crazy, right? So the best is put your phone the furthest away the possible. Okay. However, when it's too far, you can't even see your message. So we have Apple Watch, you can see, right? But you know how dangerous is this? Your wrist, like my case, is absorbing it, because this is testing our give me a while, testing our heartbeat and everything, right? So pregnant woman, The babies is forming in the stomach, brains is growing, right? Brains are growing. And then imagine the mummy without any knowledge about all this EMF using the mobile phone next to the brain. Do you think their brains will be affected, right? So imagine somebody is using your phone next to you for hours. How would you feel? You definitely feel uncomfortable, right? But for babies, they cannot say anything. When it comes to EM radiation, we use this unit. You need to take note of this unit. It's called microwatt per centimeter square. From 0 to 200 is considered acceptable. That day, somebody asked me, what is considered safe? I said, less than 200. Because he saw the reading on my detector is like few thousand. Okay? When people look at the reading, you don't know what is safe. What? You can show me 2,000, 3,000, 1,000. I don't know which is dangerous. Okay? The moment it crosses 1,500 is considered extremely dangerous. But sometimes we don't want to scare people. Usually I tell them, you need to take note when it's more than 1,500. Okay? So, long hours of exposing yourself from yellow to red zone, meaning from 200 to 1,500 and above, what could happen? This is what they have research has said, about 94% of them having concentration issue, memory or learning problems. So kids on their mobile phones sometimes play until so long that even the parents cannot tahan and say, can you stop playing, right? You hear that, right? Then you, okay, angry, right? I cannot play my game, okay? Go study, okay? You're very reluctant to go and study, okay? Do you realize that no matter how much you want to focus on your study, somehow you're still thinking of your game or whatever, haven't finished yet, right? Or other things, okay? Actually, it's not totally your fault. Let your mommy know, okay? Because the EMF affect our concentration issue. For adult like us, let's say when you're talking to your friends, they say, later, we are going to do A to Z, okay, when we go out. When you put down your phone, can you remember all the A to Z? Maybe A, C, E, that's all, okay? It's affecting our memory issue, right? So fatigue, sleeping problems, stress and anxiety, headaches, these are the very common symptoms of EMF, but little did we connect it to EMF. We think it's too much stress, don't have enough sleep, right? Too much work. So now you have an idea, right? So when it comes to this EM radiation, we use this radiation detector to detect, and this is an older one, 9100. It measures from 1 to 1999 microwatt per centimeter square. The moment it exceeds 1999, you see the value 1. Okay? And this one measures the power density of the electromagnetic radiation. That's why it's different from those you see in the market. How you test, right? You test the phone on airplane mode, it doesn't detect anything. But this one is able to detect. You will still see radiation, the EM radiation. Okay? Right now, the one I'm holding in my hand is RD 9300. It measures beyond 1999. That's very important, right? Because when you see 1, you know it's above 1,500. But how high is it? You don't know, right? So right now, you are here live. I want to show you something. Okay, so we need 2 volunteer. One is iPhone user, one is Android user. Who uses iPhone? Okay, do you want to volunteer? Boy, you want to come? Okay, Android user. Huh? Don't have ah? Okay, come. Stand here, please.
Samsung is Android, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do you mind to turn on the light for me? Thank you. Okay.
Bring the phone up.
Huh?
No need to bring the phone, right?
Yeah, you need your phone.
Bring the phone up.
Need your phone. 来，you need go toilet. Okay, you go first. Let's test the Android phone. Right? Come. Okay, so we are having TikTok live now.
What?
Okay, come here. You stand here. This is here. Okay. So this is Samsung phone.
Samsung.
You unlock your screen. Okay, so face the audience.
Face the audience.
Yeah, you just hold like that. Okay, hold ah. Okay, so let's test it. But let me turn off the emGuarde first. you are protected because the emGuarde is on. Okay, let me turn off. And let's come forward a bit. Let me see. Let them see the reading. Yeah. Hey, they didn't turn off the emGuarde outside. Can you ask them to turn off? Because emGuarde can protect through the wall.
Okay.
So right now, I somehow detected that it's not off. It's, okay, done already? Yeah? Okay. What's the reading now? Can you all see? Show them. 多少？看不到。
23 something.
23 something.
2380.
2380, right? Let me hold and show you. What's the reading? Can you all see?
1024.
1024. It travels through up through my arm, right? So, you want to turn on the YouTube video?
Turn on YouTube.
Yeah. It's measured by centimeter square. So the further away, the less accurate. The best is close to it. Can. So how do you measure? Far away, right? Okay. Sometimes it really depends what you play. Now, let's say this. Right now, okay, those for on the Zoom, those on TikTok, what's the reading here? About 2008, right? Very high. 2006, 2005, right? Very high. So let me turn on the emGuarde and see what happened. Immediately, it cancels off. Zero.
Oh.
Zero. Okay? Let me turn it off again. It starts to beep. Okay? I turn it on. Turn it on. Wait. Okay. Yep. Okay? So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Nah, okay, come, iPhone. I turn it off first. Yeah. So when you watch your YouTube, what happens? Huh? Apple Watch. You wanna? I can't hear you. Doesn't matter one. Later we test. Okay? Nah. See this. So this is, what's the reading? 2005. Okay. Okay, do you know that when there's a sound, right, it's higher?
Yes.
2008. Sound energy, noise radiation also. Okay, now I turn on the emGuarde. 0, 0, 0. Is it a lot safer? Okay, thank you. So how about my watch? Okay, I turn it off. Okay, this is my Apple Watch. Oh, laughing away, right? 2007, 2008, 2006. Okay, so those of you are wearing all these smartwatch, right? You need to take note. Okay, that's why 2 years plus ago, the moment they show me the emGuarde, I say I need to buy. Okay, now I turn it on. So the phone, the watch, the plugs, the iMac, my car is full of EMF. I know that I need to turn it on. That's why this is the one that I carry around with me everywhere I go. Okay, this one I make it mobile by plugging into the power bank. Okay, so this power bank a bit big, but it lasts me 24 hours non-stop for more than 1 week. You can get a smaller one. Okay, that one about 10,000 mAh lasts me about 3-4 days, but this one lasts me about 8-9 days. Okay. Yep. Bluetooth. Bluetooth what? Earpiece? Do you have? You want to test? Okay. Let me show you. Okay, I don't have the video here. That day, minibus driver, he said he has always a headache. So I thought it's due to his minibus. So we did a test. It's like, because he has the sound system added into his existing minibus, and then the EMF is really high. Okay, so I turn on the emGuarde, it cancels out the EM radiation. So those of you, y'all can go TikTok and see the video. And then later he told me, so after that we sat down at the void deck, and then his phone rings. Okay, his phone rings, and then he pick up, he just press here, and then I saw, how come you have a Bluetooth earpiece here? So I did a test. The moment that party on the other side of the phone talks, right, it spikes up. Not he talk, it's that party is talking. The sound energy is just have the EMF, just pop, 3000, pop, 3000. So it has also. Even my Apple AirPod also, when it rings, it spikes to 3000. Music, yeah. Just now, like you see, like YouTube video. So there's a video and audio. Okay, so all these have the high EMF. Okay, let's move on. Okay, you want to turn off the light, please? Thank you. Hey, is it on or not? Okay, it's on. Okay, in terms of radiation, generally, radiation is categorized into ionizing and non-ionizing radiation. In terms of ionizing radiation, is the ultraviolet ray, X-ray, gamma rays. So unless you work in an X-ray room, you're exposed to this most of the time. But many of us don't work there, right? Most of us are on this side because these are what we are exposed to most of the time. It's called non-ionizing radiation. That includes power lines, radio and cell phones, microwave, infrared, visible light. Good enough, right? So it's like almost like 24 hours we are exposed to this EMF radiation. So right now in this room, right, let me turn off my emGuarde and see what happens. This slide projector, 2008, 2006, right? Very high. Okay, this one, whether it's following me. Okay, I show you all. This one, multiple plug extension is about 2008, 2009. The lights here is 2009, 2008. So sometimes, okay, now I turn on the emGuarde and see what happens. It cancels out. Okay, so sometimes even though we are bright awake, okay, and when we are in the seminar room, after a while you just feel tired and then your eyes just cannot open. Because all these EMF are bouncing in the room. You are in a so-called microwave oven, just that you don't get cold. But your body is absorbing it. Right? So you have a better idea now. EMF. Okay. Okay, how this emGuarde works.
This is how a typical electromagnetic radiation source works. Turn on the phone, there's a pathway, right? It affects our brain and our body. So when the emGuarde is turned on, all right, when you have the emGuarde, and when you turn it on, what does it do? It sends out cancellation frequency. So it breaks the pathway. At this point, energy has no pathway to travel out from its source. It's lost its pathway. So emGuarde technology is breaking the pathway of frequency between 3 MHz to 1000 MHz, hence reducing the electric field intensity within its coverage range. So next we have actually an experiment. So correct, this experiment, this is based in Shenzhen.
Look here.
So this is a compliance testing. So this is actually a chart where you can see there's a frequency rating of 30, all the way to 1000. Okay, so this 30 megahertz until 1000 megahertz. So this is how the pathway looks like. So this is where it's actually affecting your environment. So showing results on electric field intensity, measuring from 30 to 1000 megahertz. So when the emGuarde is turned on,
look here.
This is the results after that. You would see that the pathway is actually broken. It's just individual spikes. Showing.
Right, so the pathway was broken. Okay, so in short, right, you all have used AirPod before, right? Those Bluetooth earpiece. There's a feature called noise cancellation. Okay, so without the noise cancellation, you hear lots of even the external noise, right, going into your ear. So this emGuarde is something like you turn on the noise cancellation so that you can hear the correct audio that you want. Okay, anything that uses electricity has the electromagnetic radiation. Okay, the electromagnetic noise radiation is a byproduct of EMF, electromagnetic field. So that will create some effect to certain. Actually, all of us are absorbing it, but some of them are really sensitive to it. Okay, so the day I have a Grab driver telling me that he is very sensitive to EM radiation. That was about 20 years ago. He's in the Navy. On the ship, right? They have the big engine motor all and the radar system all working, and then he feels super uneasy about it. So that was when he knows that what is EMF. It affects his appetite. He put on weight very fast. Okay, his skin is not good. So after he left the Navy, he's okay already. So when he later become the Grab driver, he told me that when I drive my hybrid car, I feel cold on the outside, hot on the inside. Cold in the sense that he turned on the aircon, he feels cold, wow, cooling, okay. But inside, he just feel uncomfortable. He said the chest burn inside. Okay, so when I did a test and show him, right, he saw, oh, okay, right now, the moment I turn on this, he knows it's EMF. Because when he left without the emGuarde, he left the car, he doesn't feel anything, but when he sit inside his car, he feel already. So initially, he doesn't want to buy. Then after that, he keep on chatting with me for about 3-4 hours. I have this emGuarde on the table, power on. Then after a while, he start to talk faster and faster. He also realized, do you know that my brain thoughts now is a lot easier to, the moment I think of it, I can tell you already. And then now I feel a lot calmer. You see? For me, I'm not so sensitive. For him, it's like he can feel it with this emGuarde. He feel a lot calmer. So 1 month later, I asked him again. He said, really feel a lot better. He sleep better. And then no eye bag. The black ring are gone. Another one is tell me that he sleep like, oh, I never sleep so well on the first night. Usually he wake up about 7, 8 a.m. And the day he wake up at 11:30 a.m. He said, wow, damn good. Very, this one, emGuarde helps many people in the quality sleep. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Is your aircon compressor outside your next to your bedroom? No. Yes. Where is it? Is it near your bed? Further away? Yeah. But where is your bed? Master bedroom? Yeah, okay. Let's say this is your aircon compressor. This is the wall. What is next to it? Yeah, bedroom, but what is there? Is it bed or what? Table. Okay. Before the bed. Let me show you something. For those of you, let's say you have problems sleeping like one of my friend, right? She said her bed is here. Okay? No. Okay, I think she's a twin bed. She told me it's like that. This is the wall. Her aircon compressor is just right here. Okay? She sleep like that. Do you know what happened when she wake up? She seldom toss around one. When she wake up, she realized that she's sleeping like that. Her body somehow just feel uneasy throughout the whole night. She just turned around like that. So she didn't know that this one is emitting the EM radiation that's causing her sleep not well. Even though she has an emGuarde, but emGuardes were far. She thought she was covered. She didn't know this is the thing. Okay, until she saw my video, I tested my mom's one of the bedroom here. This is the aircon compressor, and my detector is here, and it beeps. Okay, it beeps. Then she knows that, hey, okay, actually it travels through the wall. Then she go and check. Then she got her detector to test. I say, wow, no wonder she couldn't sleep well. And some of us having the plugs here, the 3-pin plugs here, and we have multiple of them stacked up with the adapter, right? So all these are emitting EMF. You think you will sleep well? What if you are charging your phone here? Not only one. Maybe you have your Apple Watch. Maybe you have your power bank. And then one of my friends said, she asked me to test the EMF in her room. She said she have a Wi-Fi booster here. Because the husband said, hey, our Wi-Fi in our bedroom is not strong enough. We need to add in this. You see, the whole night you are inside a microwave oven, right? Full of radiation, right? Do you think you can sleep well? If you are able to see all this radiation in ribbon form, I don't think you want to sleep in this room, right? Just that we cannot see. We don't know what's happening, right? So with this detector, you go and measure, you go and test your room. Okay, like my car, I don't need to go and test by centimeter square. I just turn it on, it just beep like crazy. Next is go and test your room. Okay, so many people having sleeping issue, they couldn't explain why. Okay, so this is based on my test so far. Okay, let's move on. Okay, mobile phone no need to see already, 现在要说. This is, you always see here, right? You realize that the router is just inches behind your head. So what does that mean? Do you know your brain is absorbing EMF right now just by sitting here? The Wi-Fi router, those power plugs, they are constantly emitting invisible radiation while you are relaxing on the sofa, scrolling your phone, or watching TV with your loved ones. This is my friend's house. If you could see EMF like ribbon in the air, yeah, this is what I want to tell you. Would you still sit here so casually? You don't know what you don't know until you test it. So the next below, where is the Wi-Fi router placed in your house? So you haven't even taken off your shoes. Where is the DB board in your house? In your storeroom? Or where in your living room or dining room? Your electricity box. In the kitchen, right? Yeah, kitchen you have your what do you call that? Induction cooker, microwave oven, and all these things. Washing machine, dryer. That one is a huge source of EM radiation also. Tired the moment you reach home. Go back and check. Skin peeling, poor sleep. No. Look at this. Do you know where you are right now? Yeah. You're on a tiny planet. This is the seminar room here. Seminar room. Looks like any seminar room you have been to. So right now, right? I have tested for you already here. It's already full of energy. No lah, not harmful energy. Huh? Relax. I'm talking about electromagnetic radiation. Look at this slide projector. 2008, 2009, right? Slide projector. Extension, red alert. Laptop, your workhorse, your radiation buddy. Mobile phone, always near the body. In your pocket. CCTV, watching you and housing EMF. Stand-alone aircon, cool on the outside. Which one? Hot on the frequency. Yeah. This room definitely lower. Oven. How low only? Here is being cooked but there's still some current inside. Now, because it's on standby mode. On emGuarde. Just like your car, and then petrol or EV, they say I switch off already. You shouldn't have, but you still have one. 4-meter radius. Some of them quite high one. Full steer, top and bottom. Like my mom's Mercedes, right? Bought in 1996, 29 years old, should be quite okay already, right? Quite old one, right? You know what? It's even higher than my current petrol car. 3,000 odd. That's radiation fatigue. Comment below, okay. Have you ever felt drained during a seminar room? So this is like in HDB. You don't know what you don't know? Here, this is very common, right? You see compressor outside. This is one compressor. This is a F&B. It's a coffee shop. All these are here. Outside, you see the compressor here. Imagine the living room here, just like what I told you, right? I mean the bedroom. If your bed is next to here, I see many cases already. Look at okay. So the World Health Organization in 2011, they published this article. They said they classified radio frequency electromagnetic fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans. Okay, I don't want to read more because it's not of TikTok compliance. Okay, you all read it yourself. Okay, so in terms of this, this Dr. Meta Harvest, she's a renowned expert in the field of electromagnetic radiation. She did a test on herself about 10 over years ago. That's why you see the computer and the cellular phone is pretty old-fashioned. So before touching them, right, her red blood cells are nicely spaced out. Okay, so if you are imagine you are the oxygen molecule you're trying to swim through, is it easy? Easy, right? But 70 minutes on the computers, the red blood cells are stacked together like coins like that. It's very hard for the blood to flow through. Oxygen flow exchange. 10 minutes on mobile phone is crazy. Just now you all said you all spend easily more than 70 minutes on your phone, right? Per hour. Right? So people, some of them feeling tired, numbness, fatigue, some of them even have headaches. This is the cause. Okay? So symptoms of Ludo formation, you all can read it here. Okay? Numbness, tingling effect. Have you heard of people around you saying that, hey, after I use my phone, after I use my computer, I'm feeling my eyes dry, I have a headache? We thought, crazy, right? Now you see the relationship. Okay. So this Dr. Otto Heinrich Robert, he said, deprive a cell of 35% of its oxygen for 48 hours and it may become, okay. So this is the patent for emGuarde. Before this person touches the mobile phone, his microcirculation, the blood flow, in 1 second it moved by 6.13 centimeters, just like your index finger, right? But when he touches the phone, it moves by 2.55 centimeters per second. Is it slowed down by about 60%? And when they turn on the emGuarde, it goes to 20 cm, 29.9, and then eventually 35.5 centimeters. So per second is about 5 to 6 times faster. So imagine your blood circulation increased by 5 to 6 times faster. How would you feel? More energetic, right? Just like after exercise, you feel better because your blood moves faster, right? Okay, but what if it flows slower? What do you feel? Lethargic. Imagine you are sleeping in such bedroom. When you wake up, your blood circulation is slow. That's the reason. So this is the patent for emGuarde. And this lady here, okay, we did a test here. Okay, she has no symptoms of EMF. Don't feel anything.
Right now we are testing the microcirculation.
I did a test for
with
here.
the emGuarde power off and on. Look at the subject here. Her palm is on the YouTube video being playback, and how much EM radiation emitting from the phone and affecting the microcirculation we can test with this detector. So the range is about 2000 to 2003. Okay, maybe here, very high, right? 2007, 2009. So look at the microcirculation here is pretty low, and right now we are going to power on this emGuarde.
The moment it's power on,
very fast it cancels out the EM radiation.
See the left and right.
And let's wait for a while and see the microcirculation start to improve pretty fast,
a lot faster, right? Those on the TikTok, if you want to see this video, let me know, PM me. I'll show this video. It's on my TikTok also.
Wow. Did you see that?
Yes.
Very obvious.
Yeah.
So does it mean that when you don't feel it, your body is not affected by it? No, right?
So this is how emGuarde works. It improves the microcirculation.
Why I need her to put her palm on her tablet phone? Because direct contact, it will absorb the EMF a lot faster. When I play back the YouTube video, it's even higher. So immediately you can see the blood flow being dampened. But we turn on this emGuarde, right, it speed up a lot. If you like, you can test it here later. Okay? But you have been in this room for nearly an hour. I turn on this emGuarde, unlikely to be so slow. Okay? So you should be around here already now. Next time you want to test for your friend, okay, turn off the emGuarde first. Okay? And let them expose to all this EMF for at least 15 minutes. You will see the effect very fast. So that day, tell you an interesting story. One of my so-called new friend, he asked me to test the microcirculation for him. But before that, test the EMF in his car. Okay, what happened is his car is a MPV. He has recently upgraded his audio system again after the upgrade. So another tier higher. And guess what? He feel headache after this audio system upgraded in his car when he played. He said, I cannot concentrate, I have headache. So I tested and then you see, wow, the whole car, the EMF is so high until that this emGuarde, right, can only place in one location that can cancel out this EMF in his car. When I put it here, cannot. That side also cannot. Here also cannot. Only that location only. Okay, so I know that I'm going to test for him the microcirculation here. Okay, he parked at Funan. So I turn off this. So we stay in the car, talk, chit chat for a while, about 10 minutes plus. You know what happened? When I walk with him towards this Peninsula Plaza, I have the brain fog. My body is also absorbing all this EMF, despite I have been using this for so long. The moment I turn off, my body starts to absorb. Then I feel a bit gong gong. I said, I can feel something. So when he's here, right, we did a test and turn on the emGuarde, he see his microcirculation a lot faster and he bought the emGuarde. So when you want to test next time, you need to know how to test. Okay? So what's the emGuarde's coverage range? It covers by 4 meter in radius, 8 meter in diameter, spherical. So let's say right now we are at 25th floor. 26th floor and 24th floor, they benefited from this. So let's say, like my mom, she stay in JB 2-story terrace house. So what do? I put at the 2nd floor. It covers the living room at the 1st floor and the dining room and the 3 rooms on the 2nd floor. If she has a 3rd floor, it helps also. So you need to look for a location that can cover most of it. Okay, so this is what the company said, 4 meter in radius, 8 meter in diameter. But when it is open space, right, it can go all the way to 6 to 7 meter radius. Okay, and when you place your emGuarde, right, don't place it too low. Too low, you will have the static electricity. I realize, right, the moment I raise it here to this height, it covers bigger. When you go like that, it covers even wider. Remember, because of the spherical. So the coverage can traverse through the wall. That's why just now when we want to test, because the emGuarde outside this room is turned on, it protects this space. Okay, that's why it can traverse through the wall. It cannot traverse through mirror, cannot traverse to metallic surfaces. Some of us have our kitchen with the, what you call that, the chrome metal plates, right? It doesn't travel through. I realize glass also a bit affected by this, or affecting this emGuarde's coverage. So the best is to test it. Okay? Let's say in Singapore context, a 4-room flat of 12 meter by 9 meter. How many emGuarde would this family need? So one logically will be in the living room, given that the coverage is 8 meter in diameter, right? Here. Another one in the master bedroom. One more in the kitchen. This is where there are lots of electronic gadgets and devices and wiring. And how many of you stay in landed or condo? Okay, in short, whether the wiring in your house is concealed or exposed. Concealed, right? Concealed, very high one. Actually, it makes your whole wall like radiation panel. Okay, so I once tested EMF in a condo. That room is only about, I think, not even that wide, not even that, about this size. The EMF is so high that I put the emGuarde in the room, it doesn't travel out of the room. Then I tested the wall. I can, based on the reading, the detector is beeping, right? Somehow you can see that, okay, this is the running of the wiring, the cable, is like that. So this person stay in this room, right? Technically, the whole room is full of radiation. And guess what? He has a Wi-Fi booster at the next to him, at the corner of the bed there. So this one, in this case, right, the coverage is way slower because of too much interference. Okay? So sometimes when you tell the people about this, you literally need to test on site. People will ask you how much. But what if the coverage is way smaller, they need more emGuarde? It really depends, right? That's why you need to test and see. Okay? So let's say if this guy needs 3 for his house, and then maybe 2 more in his office, he got Wi-Fi router, he got the monitor in his office, CCTV, all very high EMF. he may need 2 more, another one in the car. So why in the car? Because whether you are EV, hybrid or petrol car, they all emit EMF. Okay, so maybe I share a story with you all. That day, right, I was shooting a video in my car. I need to turn off my emGuarde to show the EMF, right? Then after that, finish shooting, I forgot to turn on my emGuarde. Then after a while, I drive for a while. Okay, how come my right arm is numb? Then I realized it's not on. You know how come my right arm is numb? Because of the door here, lost. You know that you have the electric window, right? You've got wind down one power window, all the wiring there. Even the car seat, electric, right? Sometimes you have the butt warmer. Yeah, all these have the EMF, not just EV. Okay, this is a Grab driver.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Benjamin. About 2 months ago, I actually bought a emGuarde from Malaysia after introduction by my friend. And after a few weeks, it has helped me a lot. First of all, I'm already 60 over years old. Sometimes I have to wake up 3 to 4 times for urine every like 2 hours or so. But after I use the emGuarde, I only wake up 1 to 2 times. And recently, after 2 months, it was only like one time after I sleep for about 5 hours, then wake up 1 time, and that's all. So I sleep very, very well. Sometimes I also use a lot of the handphone and computer, and I felt tired, my fingers are painful, sometimes feel numbness. But when I turn on this emGuarde, the situation improved. It's no more pain there. So it really helps me a lot. And personally, I'm an electronic engineer, so I understand the danger of EMF radiation. About 2 weeks ago, I became a professional Grab driver. So I drive around 8 to 10 hours every day. And I bring along the emGuarde whenever I'm in the car. So there's no more radiation. And every day I drive this 10 hours, I don't feel any tiredness and still fresh. And then combined with my good sleep at night, so I am very well. Really thanks to this emGuarde for helping me to improve my health and my strength and energy when I'm driving. Thank you very much.
So when this emGuarde was launched in 2023 May, right, we started collecting feedback from the user, and most of them said they benefited from the sleep. Like this lady here, she says her sleep was deeper. Another one, she said sleep better, no disturbance even when the Wi-Fi is on. Last time, she must turn it off. See, the next day when she wake up at 7 a.m. and at 7:10 a.m. she feel a burst of energy. So how many of you here, when you wake up, you feel a burst of energy? Or you want to look for coffee? Seldom have burst of energy, right? So later, go back, maybe talk to your inviter, ask them to check the EMF in your space. Then you have a better understanding. Look for the root cause. Is it due to the EMF or other reasons, right? And this lady, she used a Ultra 2. You know Ultra 2 is Apple Watch, the more premium version, right? Even higher EMF. She says the moment she's out of the range of the coverage of emGuarde, she feel the numbness on her arm. When she's back to the coverage range, right, she feel, okay, no numbness. So when she works, right, she doesn't bring her emGuarde out with her. She feel the numbness again. Okay? And this lady, she said, after using the emGuarde, she said, I found it so good, better sleep, deep sleep also, not as tired as before. And 2 weeks later, she texted me, it helps with the eye soreness as well when she's on her phone at night, have better concentration during the day. And now she wants to buy 3 more emGuarde. So this product actually sell on its own. Most people are skeptical. I guess many of us are like that. Something that you don't see, something that you say it works, but how do you know it works? The only way is to test the microcirculation and also experience it with 1 unit first, right? So the last slide here. This emGuarde received many documentation, including the SGS product safety on SCC and CE. So it's a harmonizer, defender. It says low maintenance here. Actually, there's nothing to maintain. For the past 2 years, right, I've been using this emGuarde. No battery inside to replace, no cartridge to replace.